Howdy, howdy. It is Monday night, and that means it's time for...
Let's talk about...
Are you excited?
I'm very excited about tonight's topic.
I'm excited too. Do you feel like... How do
All
you
my
feel?
Christmases have come early.
Okay, so just unpack that for a sec for us.
So most of you know that I am a certified clinical aromatherapist, and the thing is, when you study essential oils, you just want to shout it from the rooftops. You want to tell everybody what you can really do with these oils. You want to tell, you want to say what Clary Sage can really be used for. You don't want to have to beat around the bush. And so
because they're pretty bloody good, aren't they?
Yeah, and this new range of wellness essential oils is seriously the best. The things that we can now say about these oils, you'll be amazed. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about how exciting these new range of, and it's only in Australia. So,
So we're going to say it.
We are going to say it. We're going to tell you what you can really use these 13 wellness essential oils for.
And just before we roll the music, so you can tell that they're the wellness oils because they've got these special white labels, and it actually says on it in tiny print somewhere, wellness. So they're the ones that we can talk about. So, but just so that we're very clear, it's the same oil inside the bottle. It's just different packaging, which means that we can talk about these. All right.
Yeah. So the claims that we're making tonight are...
I'm going to roll the music while you say that.
Okay. The claims that we are making tonight have been listed with the TGA. So that's why we had to change the labels so that we could clearly distinguish which oils we're talking about with these claims. Okay?
So let's talk about... What are we talking about? Wellness oils.
Let's talk about wellness oils.
It is really exciting.
If you already know a bit about this, tell me which one you're most excited about. For me, it's Clary Sage.
Wellness oils.
Wellness oils. Wellness oils.
Wellness oils. Alrighty.
So the thing is that we can now talk about everything from a cough and a cold. Some of these wellness oils have got amazing claims, and and it's not just the claims; they are actually the benefits that these oils can give.
Yep.
And so the thing is, Young Living, they weren't prepared to just put any claims out there. They wanted to make sure that the claims were well researched and could be backed, and they were the claims that they actually got listed with the TGA. So I'm super, super excited about it. We have 13, as Jeremy said, they all have this beautiful white label. So the first one we're going to talk about is Bergamo. Okay, now Bergamo has been traditionally used in aromatherapy to decrease symptoms of indigestion, for sore throats and laryngitis. We've never been able to say this stuff before. To relieve symptoms of symptoms and severity of mild upper respiratory tract infections. I have to read them and I'm still probably going to stumble over them.
Yep.
To reduce the symptoms of mild throat infections, as an antiseptic for minor cuts and abrasions, to help the healing of mild skin burns and sunburns. How amazing is that? How many people in Australia do you know need this oil? And another one that I love is to relieve symptoms of stress and mild anxiety, or to relieve and reduce body temperature and mild fever. So this oil can be used aromatically or topically. Always read the instructions on the bottle, and that goes for all of them. And if symptoms persist, obviously see your health professional. But Bergamo, all the things that it does, we can finally tell people about. So I'm super excited.
That's
as
awesome.
You can tell.
we can go from saying, wow, this smells nice, to, yeah, this is exactly what it does. So I'm going to talk about Cedarwood, because Cedarwood is pretty darn cool. Now, just so that you know, we're reading this stuff off the information sheets. You can find them on the Young Living website. So when you get on there, put in products, and then it'll come up with, at the side, wellness oils. Click on that, and there they are in their glory. So we're just going to pick a few. Cedarwood is so good. I'm going to talk about Cedarwood and how it relates to stress. So here's what we can say. Traditionally used in aromatherapy to help the body adapt to stress. How good is that? That's really excellent. To support a healthy body stress recovery. What else we got?
It, I don't like.
To support a healthy stress response in the body. So when you think of stress, now think of Cedarwood and all the good that it can do to help you with those things. So again, obviously always read the label. If there's problems, talk to your health professional. But man, there's so much good there.
And the thing is that, as we mentioned before, they are the same essential oils inside the bottle, but have been relabeled to meet the requirements of the Therapeutic Goods Administration. So I'm going to talk about Clary Sage, and obviously, being an aromatherapist, Laura is most excited about Cedarwood. I love how Cedarwood works, but I don't like the smell, so you'll notice I didn't take the lid off it. But in terms of Clary Sage, listen up, women. This is your oil, okay? If you haven't already done one of my workshops where I've raved about how much I love Clary Sage, then here you go. So Clary Sage has traditionally been used in aromatherapy to regulate a healthy menstrual cycle. Right? Regulate a healthy menstrual cycle. I have to say it twice because it's so amazing. To promote menstrual flow, to relieve menstrual cramps and pain. Isn't there like 90% of the women walking around out there need this one oil? Yep. To relieve fatigue and feelings of weakness. It's an antispasmodic. To decrease excessive sweating, okay? To maintain a healthy appetite, to reduce flatulence, so maybe your man needs it. One of the things that Jeremy was most excited about was to relieve nasal congestion.
Yeah.
No, but he's been, that's the one thing that he was most excited about, because he wasn't interested in the healthy menstrual flow or the menstrual cramps and pain, but for nasal congestion.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go, that's Clary Sage. Frankincense.
I can't tell you that I've used Clary Sage, but I can tell you that I endorse it for the use of clearing nasal congestion.
Frankincense.
It's true. I can't tell you that. Okay, so we know frankincense. It's awesome for spiritual stuff like helping with meditation and yoga and all those things. It's awesome for skin. It's amazing. But here's a few things that you can also say. So it's traditionally used in aromatherapy for a nerve stimulant to enhance nerve function. How cool is that? It's also used to decrease or reduce or relieve bronchial mucus congestion. So how's that? To help to clear out your bronchioles there. And to decrease, reduce or relieve mild upper respiratory tract congestion. So I had no idea about that.
Well, I did because I put it in the baby chest rub, but it's amazing.
But so if you're wanting to clear out and get some help with that, you could diffuse it, couldn't you? So,
all these oils, as we mentioned before, can be used topically or aromatically, and most of them come in either a 5 or a 15 ml size, so just so you know. The next one is ginger, okay? Now, I love that I can say this because a lot of you message me sometimes to ask, but traditionally used to relieve nausea. Okay, to reduce symptoms and occurrence of motion sickness. So if you're going on a roller coaster or whale watching, this oil's for you. To relieve the symptoms and severity and decrease the duration of the common cold. Ginger. Did you know that about ginger? Did you know that about ginger?
I feel like I should be wrestling you to the ground and saying don't say that, because we've never been able to say that.
No.
The common cold. Common cold.
To reduce symptoms of a head cold, to decrease flatulence. Jeremy thinks they're all for that. And to promote perspiration, okay? So I don't know if Jeremy needs that one, but there we go.
I can sweat quite happily by myself. Okay, the next one we're doing is...
Orange.
Oh, are we? I think I had lavender, isn't it?
Oh, but I don't know. Anyway, orange is next. Do you want me to do orange?
Yeah, you do orange, yeah.
Orange. Once again, traditionally used in aromatherapy. You'll hear us say that all the time because that's what you need to say.
Yep.
To induce sleep. I know, I think I was talking to Michelle, Michelle's on, I think I was talking to Michelle the other day, and she said that, orange for sleep. So there you go. I've never actually used orange for sleep. I've mixed it with cedarwood and lavender, but mostly because I don't like the smell of the cedarwood. But there you go. Orange to induce sleep, to promote refreshing sleep and healthy sleep patterns, to reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. Once again, to relieve constipation and flatulence.
You've got to love essential oils.
They knew that there was plenty of guys out there who aren't using oils, okay? So
Okay. I feel
to reduce
this is very
symptoms
sexist.
and occurrence of mild anxiety, all right? And to aid in mind relaxation and as a nervous system relaxant. So there you go, that's orange.
Yep, awesome. Have you got lavender
there?
there?
I've got lavender.
I just want to show you this on the screen here, okay? Because we've always said that lavender is like the Swiss Army knife of oils. Now, you probably can't read that because it's backwards, but look at the list there of all the things that we can say about lavender, I'm going to see if I can get through them. So, to decrease the symptoms and duration of headaches.
Traditionally used in aromatherapy.
Traditionally used, yep. To decrease colic, wind, gas pain, which will be good for you. I know you suffer from that. To promote energy levels. To relieve toothaches. As an analgesic to relieve pain. This is huge stuff. This is what we've been using it for, but we can actually say it's traditionally used in aromatherapy to do that. To relieve mild nerve pain, to relieve mild joint aches and pains, to decrease mild rheumatic aches and pains. So when you're thinking of mild pains, there it is, you can say that about that. To help reduce mild muscle spasms, to relieve symptoms of muscle strain, and it goes on and on and on and on as an antispasmodic. I don't even know what that is. To reduce the symptoms of stress. So we can actually talk about stress, to reduce the symptoms and occurrence of mild anxiety. So to calm your nerves. And the final one, which again, we've been using this all the time, but as an antiseptic for minor cuts and abrasions. So there's your first aid kit right there for so many things.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, lemon. Lemon is next. So traditionally used in aromatherapy to increase mental stamina, to enhance mental alertness, to reduce nausea and the occurrence of nausea, right? To stimulate blood flow to the skin as an antispasmodic, to relieve flatulence, and to support healthy emotional balance. There you go, lemon.
Okay, lemongrass. Now, once again, there's a heap of things that we can talk about with lemongrass. I'm just going to pick a few because, again, it's traditionally used in aromatherapy as an analgesic. So all that stuff about relieving pain, awesome. To reduce, decrease, relieve mild rheumatic aches and pains. Support healthy digestion. It can relieve symptoms of indigestion. Reduce headache duration. Relieve the severity of the symptoms of common colds and flu.
Did you hear that right?
Yeah, so I'm just freaking out here because we're being able to say all these things about it. So it can help reduce the symptoms of head cold and a common cold. So once again...
And to reduce body temperature.
Yeah. So we're...
Perfect winter oil.
It is. It's awesome. Okay.
All right, the next one is peppermint. Now we all already love peppermint, but peppermint traditionally used in aromatherapy as an antipyretic, I think that's how you say that, to reduce body temperature.
Yeah.
So like lemongrass, as an analgesic to relieve pain, to relieve toothaches, to decrease symptoms of mild migraines and headaches, okay? To relieve symptoms of mild migraines and headaches. That's, so exciting. As an antispasmodic, to reduce occurrence of excess intestinal wind. To help increase bile flow, to relieve nausea, to reduce menstruation pain as a cough suppressant, and to relieve a cough.
Wow.
How awesome is peppermint?
So, yeah, wow. So you can have 2 or 3 of these wellness oils and you've got a hell of a lot of stuff covered.
Yep.
Okay, so...
Whole first aid kit.
And if I had to pick one more oil that I had in my first aid kit, what do you think it would be?
Well, I'm guessing it's tea tree because you've got it on there.
Exactly, and tea tree has been used for this stuff for years and years and years. Traditionally used in aromatherapy. I'm just going to pick a few. So, decrease, reduce, relieve symptoms of nail, mild fungal infection. So, how handy is that to have?
There you go, Ross Stacey.
Yep, and let's talk about skin because it's traditionally used to relieve symptoms of acne, minor skin eruptions, acne blackheads, symptoms of acne and the reoccurrence of acne. So how cool is that? Here's some more to do with skin. Prickling skin associated with mild eczema and dermatitis. Mild psoriasis to reduce skin peeling and cracking. Skin burning and itching. So these are awesome things. This is another one. There's your portable first aid kit right there as well.
All right, the next one is sacred sandalwood. So traditionally used in aromatherapy to reduce symptoms and appearance of mild varicose veins. All right? As an astringent to tighten skin, to reduce skin dryness, to reduce body temperature, to reduce flatulence and digestive discomfort, to promote healthy digestive system function, to promote healthy gallbladder function, to help enhance healthy liver function, to help decrease mild muscle spasms, to support muscle relaxation, as an expectorant to clear respiratory tract mucus, and to reduce symptoms of the duration of the common cold. How awesome is sandalwood? And sandalwood smells so amazing.
All right, and that brings us to the last one. Ylang
My
ylang.
fave.
It's so good you have to say it twice.
That's right. Flower of the flowers.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things here. I'm just going to say one. Traditionally used in aromatherapy as an aphrodisiac.
I knew you were going to pick that one.
To promote, improve, enhance a healthy libido.
There you go. Who's now getting a bottle of ylang-ylang?
Yep, and it's also good for gout. No, there's a huge list of stuff here that it's great for.
Well, to reduce the symptoms and occurrence of mild anxiety, to reduce body temperature, to relieve
laxative,
mild rheumatic aches and pains, to promote stomach health, to decrease the symptoms and duration of headaches, to relieve symptoms of mild tension,
mild
and
anxiety,
to relieve itchy skin.
Yep. Will it stop me farting?
I don't know. I hope so. I'll just pour all these wellness oils on you and we'll see.
I love the fact
Actually, we probably need to give them to my daughter. Well, I won't tell you which one because that might
it improves your libido and it's a laxative. So there you go.
Two things in one. I'll wear it to bed. So as we mentioned, they come in either 5 or 15 mil. You know, if symptoms persist, always see your health professional. If you are making these claims on social media, you do need to make sure that you only use the photos of the wellness oils. So they have to be that particular white label. You can only make the claims that have been listed with the TGA. You can't just pick any claim that you found on the internet. They must be the claims that are listed. Include some directions. Always read the label. That's something that you need to tell people, and that if symptoms persist, to speak to their health professional. But other than that, how awesome are these oils?
Can I just say two things? If you're already a Young Living member, this is an awesome opportunity just to share the goodness of these oils with people that you love and people that you meet. If you're not yet a Young Living member, if you haven't taken that plunge, then now is just such an awesome time, because these oils are fantastic for all those reasons and more. You can go onto the Young Living website, talk to someone that you know who's already in Young Living, and they'll help get you connected, or contact us if you want. But they are so good.
And one final thing is that they're now available to order, and you can order them on your Essential Rewards order, or you can order them as a standard order. And you can even use, if you're on Essential Rewards and you're getting monthly points, you can actually even use your monthly points to get these oils. Okay, so there you go. Who's going out to get some? Anyway, I had to wait for them to come before we could actually show you and talk to you about them, because I have to show you the label and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, next week we've got an exciting guest. The lovely Michelle Martian is going to join us and be our special guest, and she's going to talk all about balancing your life, okay? And it's a system called...
Would you say that she's your favourite Martian?
Boom, boom. She's going to talk about Ula, and Ula is amazing. We have seen the Ula guys talk a number of times, and Ula, as I say, it's about balancing your life, and we all could do with a little bit more balance in certain areas of our life. And what I love is it talks about the F words, but not the bad ones. So anyway, join us next week as Michelle is our special guest, and have a great week, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.